Is it lights out for our golden friend? The trailer definitely hints at that, right? They definitely want us to think that, which makes me think that he'll be fine. Because we all know that Abrams loves to misdirect. We all know how he clutches and loves the mystery. And to reveal that our friendly neighborhood bumbling clumsy robot butler is going bye-bye in a trailer would be pretty out of the ordinary. I just keep going back to maybe dialogue is out of place, maybe the context isn't there, which oftentimes they show us scenes that aren't related to other scenes, and sometimes dialogue in scenes, given a little bit of context, doesn't actually mean what we think it does in a few-minute trailer. But that's just kind of what I think. A Hello Greedo viewer by the name of Ian Vanpool actually had kind of a cool guess, a cool theory, a cool concept. He said that maybe 3PO is actually talking about Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And that kind of ties into what I've been thinking for a while now, that 3PO has his memories restored, the memories that were ultimately erased by Bail Organa at the end of Revenge of the Sith. I just have a feeling that, his memories are going to be restored. He's going to be telling our modern heroes, our modern characters about the events of the past because they don't really know exactly what happened back then. And 3PO is going to be kind of the storyteller for them in a moment. And maybe in the moment that we're seeing here, he is deep in a memory restoration and he's looking at his friends of the past, these memories, Anakin and Obi-Wan, before that little SD card, before that memory card is taken out once again and those memories are gone. That's kind of a cool idea. I like that. It's a different interpretation for sure. Do I think that's the case? I don't, but I really like it. A lot of people, for good reason, think that maybe this scene is linked up with some kind of combat mode, combat upgrade, something like that. We've seen 3PO with red eyes. We've seen an image of 3PO with a bowcaster. We've seen him on that skiff in the desert with Finn kind of running away from something. I think they're running away from something anyway. But I just don't see him saying goodbye in this way just because of some kind of upgrade like that. So I think it's probably going to be something, in my opinion, and maybe I'm completely biased here because I love this idea. It's going to be something having to do with a memory wipe, a memory restoration, something like that. But I think there is more to the story than what meets the eyes and the ears. We're given a couple minutes of random footage spliced together, some of which might actually be from scenes that are on the cutting room floor that's happened before. We have dialogue that might be out of place, swapped in its delivery, so we always have to take these things with a big spoonful of salt and realize what they're showing us, what they want us to think happens, is often the case not what happens. And that when sometimes things seem so obvious in a trailer, they appear a little too obvious, if you catch my drift.